Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds in the super middleweight division. This bout is brought to you by Mark Nielsen of Nielsen Boxing in association with John Trethui of TM14 Promotions. This bout is sponsored by Aguirre and Nutravita. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your area representative, Des Reese, your timekeeper at the bell, and Marie Randall. And your third person in charge of the action in the ring, referee Amy Pooh. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the blue with white trim. His official weight of 11 stones, 11 pounds. He has a record of 17 fights, 13 losses, 2 draws, and 2 wins. Hailing from Panama, Jose Aguirre. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the black and gold. His official weight of 12 stones, bang on. He is undefeated with 1 win. Hailing from London, England, United Kingdom, Gabriel Passelle.
Boxers, listen to me at all times. Watch your head, no low blows. When I say break, step back. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves.
The referee there with her final instructions.
Very stern.
Yeah, we like that. Super middleweight contest over 4 3-minute rounds. Gabriel Passelle versus Jose Aguirre.
I mean, Gabriel's got that look in his eye. I'm a little bit shaking myself.
This is one I've been looking forward to, because I've been sparring this guy throughout this camp. He is sharp, as you can see. He's just quick off the mark, good counters, but he's also very relaxed. It's crazy. He's very sharp. I like this kid.
He's got a massive frame for a super middleweight, that's for sure. Very well cut. Trains hard, keeps clean.
You can tell.
Aguirre there landed a good shot there, guys. He's a dangerous guy, and he's come to fight himself here.
Yeah, he threw a wild left hook and just landed on top of Pacelle's head, but he'll get himself together and go again. I'm being a bit biased because I've been sparring this kid, but you know, I'm hoping he does his thing tonight.
There are certain fighters that just have that energy. He came out and started fast, but before the bell even rung, I could see in his eyes and in his posture that he's come to do a job. This is the kind of guy that is intending on being a star and is going to go through the levels as fastly as he possibly can.
Yep. In the gym, he's always listening to his corner, and he's very good at taking instructions. So that just shows me that's a fighter that's willing to learn, just so that they can get better. Do you know what I mean? He's listening so he can improve. He trusts and believes in his corner, in his coaches who he's decided to work with, and that's a good sign of a pro for me.
Yeah, certainly is. And he started well here, hasn't he? Kept nice and composed for a kid only having his second professional contest. He's won his debut, and that was over on points against Fernando Valencia. And he finds himself in here against a tough opponent in Jose Aguirre, who's come and started fast here. He's only won 2 of his 15 contests, but he seems a little bit more capable than that, if I'm honest.
He does. He seems to me as if you slip, he's going to catch you. That's what he seems to me. He's very wild. He looks strong physically as well. But I think he's come out like this because the beating Pacelle's putting on him right now, he has to fight back or he will get stopped.
It's exactly that. Passelle is forcing him to fight. A lot of this is defensive punching.
There's
different ways to survive.
Big right hands going in there from Passelle as well. You could feel them thudding in from down here at ringside. There's some real snappy nose shots.
And while I believe Passelle probably has better defense than he's displaying, he's willing to take chances because he's not afraid of what's coming back. He wants the knockout, and he'll take a punch to get it.
He does. Yep. He is fighting like that. But I know when he gets back to his corner, his coach will be telling him to get back on his defense and not to be taking unnecessary punishment. Not like he is, but just punches like that, walking into a jab like that. That is not what they've been working on from what I've seen. And I know he can evade that. But like you said, he wants to push forward and hurt this guy in front of him. And he's willing to take a shot to do that.
And to both of you as fighters, if a guy can't get your respect, if you think he can't hurt you, you're not bothered about taking that shot.
Yeah, that's
even
true.
1 or 2 of those shots,
That is
if
true.
it means maybe I get closer to a knockout inside this very short distance fight.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree with that.
I've got to say, guys, that Gabriel Passelle, he went out there and he put it on Jose Aguirre, but Aguirre dealt with it, man. He met him head on, and yeah, he was losing the round and he was taking some punishment, but did you see towards the end there? He had a little bit of success. Passelle won the round clearly, but he had a little bit of success, and that was enough just to pull him back in the fight and say, come on, let's go. I like that from a guy that's only won 2 from 15.
And it's also good, as you say, like the last 2 fights we just watched, the opponent was presenting defensive problems for the prospect. This guy, Aguirre, is presenting offensive problems for this opponent. He's fighting back, he's catching him in between his punches, and he's making him have to think about what he's throwing. He might not be the best defensively, but his attack, him throwing back, is making Passelle have to answer questions that he didn't know he had to in this fight.
Both delivered right hands simultaneously there, and luckily for Aguirre, the shot just missed because the bigger, more powerful looking Passelle looks like he packs a punch with that right hand. But yeah, that Aguirre, I tell you what, for a guy that's having his 16th contest and he's only won 2, they normally lose ambition.
Yeah.
This guy's come to win.
I'll tell you what, I love this underdog courage from you, Spence. I think Jose is recognizing that maybe Gabriel isn't really a counterpuncher in his mindset. He wants to be first. The best success that Jose is having is when Jose's first. And it seems like that'll put Passelle a little bit on the defense. He's not getting as much coming back as a counterpuncher.
Yeah, I mean, Aguirre's trying to just rough up Passelle. He's trying to rough him up, put his head in his chest, push him against the rope, and make him uncomfortable. Passelle's doing really well to just stay cool in the fire. You know, he's covering, he's catching these shots, and he isn't panicking.
You know, I spoke to the promoter earlier on today and I said, look, there's nothing on this Jose Aguirre. What can you tell me? He said, he's from Costa Rica. I went, yeah, and he was like, that's all I can tell you. And he's got a record of 15 fights with 2 wins, but Passelle's a good prospect. He's 1-0. He won that on points, but we expect the stoppage here. Well, let that be a lesson. Aguirre, he's only won 2 fights, but he's come to win tonight. And it's made a decent little contest of this so far.
And he knows what he's doing in there. I think his strategy is what's allowing him to get through these rounds and not be hit with the big shot or be stopped just yet. He's seeing that if he's first, if he's aggressive, he's able to survive.
Oh, good body shot there from Passelle.
Yeah, he's just stunned Aguirre there, didn't he? He just sort of fell forward. And I tell you what, he's not just come for the paycheck here, Aguirre, is he? He
hasn't.
I think Passelle would take apart a guy like Aerosmith, right? If Jose just decided to tuck up and be defensive, he'd have chopped him down already.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, another good body shot there from Passelle. And from a young prospect going to the body, finding these shots, it's good to see, do you know what I'm saying? It's more than just headhunting and looking for the big knockout by head. He's going everywhere. His punch selection's good, similar to the last fight we just watched.
Yep. Good right hook to the body, turned that into an uppercut as well there, Passelle. Good work. Aguirre taking it well. He's tough as old boots, this guy.
He is.
Oh, Passelle really, I think, either needs to start counterpunching when Jose stays in his chest, or he's not likely to get the knockout. Jose, if he stays in his chest and keeps initiating action, he's going to get through these rounds. He may not win them, but it's going to be a hell of a good scrap.
Well, it certainly is a good scrap at the moment. That was the end of round 2, and we've had some action here. Gabriel Passelle may be a little bit surprised that Aguirre is still in there, but he is still in there, Denzel. Yep. And I tell you what, he's happy to be here right now.
He is. And just like Radio said earlier, Aguero's defense is his punch output, is his offense. He doesn't have that slick defense that we saw in the last 2 fights. He has to fight back in order to keep you off him. And that's what he's doing. And he's presenting different problems for Passelle. Passelle probably thought he was getting a man that was just going to tuck up and be hard to stop. But in return, he's got a man that's fighting back and he's fighting fire with fire.
Radio, I love that though, don't you? That his form of defense is offense.
That's right.
Putting it out there, like you love that sort of stuff where you go, like this guy's tough. You know what I mean? He's one of those rare breed that, like, when he gets hit, he sort of half likes it. You know what I mean? And it spurs him on to deliver something himself. And that makes for a good contest because Passelle does recognise that he's in a fight here.
And while I'm not expecting it to happen tonight, that's also what makes for a good upset. It's that kind of mentality on a fighter that'll get you one of those wins you don't see coming on a night like this.
Oh, good counter hook there from Passelle.
That was a lovely shot there. I'm impressed as well, Denzel. You're right there, you know, for a young fighter, only having his second fight, his shot selection's been good. He knows when to turn the pace up. You know, there's a couple of times there when he's put those shots together. He's just got a tough guy in front of him right now. But on any other given night, at this stage of your career, the shots that he's delivered would have got rid of most people.
Oh, 100%, especially those body shots. Them right hands to the body were big shots, and Aguirre had done really well to you know, soak that up and keep coming forward like he is.
If I'm gonna be nitpicky, I think if you put that jab and that stick into the jab when there's a lull, instead of letting Jose be first, it would have made the difference in this fight.
That is a good call. That is a good call. He hasn't really used his jab a lot, Passelle.
Well, I think the jab's been taken away from him though, because Jose Aguirre has just been sitting on his chest.
Yeah,
he's a man like. Has anyone been to Puerto Rico before?
Yeah.
Have you been to Puerto Rico?
I have indeed.
So you got to behave yourself over there, looking at this guy. You don't want to be messing around too much, mate, because if he's anything to go by, they're tough.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've gone with the Pauls, and they're quite the stirrers. So I got to step back and let them handle the fights.
What a contest that would be, eh? Your Polish mates with the Puerto Ricans.
That was
nice.
there. That was a good shot.
That was a beautiful shot. Travelled 6 inches there. Delivery was absolutely sweet.
Boom, but I'd like to see a jab followed up just as Jose's walking back in the range. Hit him with the stick, and then set that right hand up.
But he's trying to be creative here. He's taking his time. He's looking for the holes. Aguirre.
Oh, good body shot. Getting them right into the body. Must be sickening.
That's it. A little bit more on it.
Aguirre's still coming though. Look, still landed a good left hook of his own there. He's still pushing forward. You look at this guy only getting 2 victories out of 15. You go, who have they fed him to? Who have they put him in front of him, man? Because this guy's tough. He's fighting like a winner.
He is.
He's walking in with his hands down though.
Are you sure you've been Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
You sure you've been over there?
I've just been there for the food and the beach, honestly. I haven't had a single mix-up. I come in peace.
After watching this, mate, that's how you travel.
Yeah.
Oh, good left to the body as again by Passelle.
Yeah, but
Jose's loading up, trying to make a change.
He is very impressive from Passelle because he's kept his composure even when under pressure here, and he's boxing well for a tall, lean guy. He fights well on the inside. His shot selection's brilliant. But he's up against a tough little dude here in Jose Aguirre. And what a contest we've got live on the TalkSport Boxing YouTube channel. We're also on Seconds Out, boxingnews.com. So we're over spread across a few channels here, and what a great night of boxing we've had so far at the York Hall Bethnal Green. We're in fight number 4. We've still got another 6 to go after this. Some great little contests coming up. Myself, Spencer Oliver, in the commentary position with Denzel Bentley, world middleweight title contender, and Radio Raheem. Denzel, let's talk a little bit about you, mate. When are we getting this opportunity?
I mean, I've been waiting for ages, man. I mean, I've been running down Janabek. He's blocked me online. He doesn't want to give me my shot, but I've been ordered to fight an eliminator, and when I get through that, hopefully I get my shot at the world title.
Well, do you know what? It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because you're looking at the landscape now, and you look at Terence Crawford and the performance he's just put in against Canelo Alvarez. Now there's talk of Crawford dropping back down to middleweight. Janabek was mentioned. You go all of a sudden, like in the mad, wacky world of boxing that we live in now, it could be like 12 months down the road, you know, you have your results, something opens up, an opportunity arises, you find yourself in with Terence Crawford. But what I'm saying is you're not too far away from that, because you're both picking like the same guy, and you just don't know what happens in this crazy world.
That is very true. It is true. In 12 months' time, I could be looking at a whole different landscape of the way things are going right now. And if he gets in there and fights Janabek and beats him, and I'm now mandatory for the WBO, I mean,
listen, mate,
how it goes, isn't it?
you heard it here first on the TalkSport Boxing YouTube channel. Spencer Oliver made the fight. Denzel Bentley versus Terence Crawford for the undisputed middleweight titles. Beautiful.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all.
I'll be cheering you on like no underdog I've ever cheered on before.
I appreciate that, radio.
So if anyone's just tuning in, just joining us, Radio Raheem in the commentary position with us here, loves an underdog. He picks the underdog. I'm not sure if he's going for Passelle or Aguirre here. Aguirre, obviously with those 2 victories, this boy's giving it one.
He's giving it, and all the way to the final bell. You gotta love it. He's looking for that big one-punch knockout to put everybody in this room on their feet.
But it's been a good performance, Denzel, isn't it, by Gabriel Passelle? He's kept his composure. He's in with a tough kid here, and he'll be learning a lot from this, taking a lot away from this. But one thing we can see here with Passelle is this kid has bags of potential.
Oh, 100%, man. He has bags of potential, bags of skill. The relentlessness from him. Someone else might have just caved in and got stopped or lost it on points because, you know, they can't keep up with the work rate, whatever. Passelle stuck right in there and, you know, has been has won every round in my opinion, but tough. They've all been tough.
Absolutely. Aguirre is one of those guys you go, if he's stuck around here for 12 months, he might be pulling off a few victories because he hangs in there, man. But there's an old school look about Passelle, isn't there? Like, there's something old school about him. Like, he looks like a young man with an old head on his shoulders, you know what I mean? He's kept his composure well, and he's kept it together well, and he knows when to stand there and sit in the pocket and trade, and he knows when to keep it long. It's been impressive.
Like I said, he's disciplined. He listens to his corner. He's someone that can do whatever his corners ask him to do, and that's the man with talent. Good shots there, left to the body and right uppercut. Wow.
That stiffened the legs there of Aguirre. That's the first time I've seen him hurt. But there's his response, Aguirre. Come out throwing your shots, and he landed a good left hook of his own there.
Excellent second fight for a fighter like Passelle. I mean, this will do him justice, the kind of experience he needs. If you too were to have him back in the gym on Monday morning, what would you critique him? If you get a nitpick tonight, what would you tell him to work on after this?
Well, I think that he'd done everything that he has had to do there. I think that was a perfect developing fight for him at this stage. You don't want to go in there, have a 1-round blowout. You get a guy like that you have to ask questions of yourself. You find out a character of someone, and Gabriel Passelle showed us that he's got a lot of character because he kept his composure at times when he was put under pressure. He got hit with some good shots as well, didn't show anything, kept it together, body shots were good, switching it up to the head. I like what I see there. There's nothing really that I would change. I'll just work on improving it slightly.
Yeah, because his shot selection was good, and what I like mostly than anything, he didn't fade. A lot of young prospects in that instance would start to fade and hang on for the last round to try and, nick the win in a close fight. He dominated every round. He fought fire with fire, or Aguirre fought fire with fire, and Passelle fought fire back. When Aguirre was pressing him, he didn't go into a shell and fade. He fought back.
Referee Amy Pooh scores the bout 40-36, and your winner, still undefeated, Gabriel.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, I think that's better than the first round knockout. I mean, first round knockouts look good, but the experience you get from that, and like you said, the character building from that, fighting back and doing all that, finding all these shots and being able to think under that sort of pressure and finding little shots to the body. The punch selection was amazing. I can't fault that. On Monday morning, I'll tell him, well done, go take another week off.
Yep, totally agree with that. Remember the name, Gabriel Passelle, because we'll be hearing a lot more of it. This young super middleweight goes 2-0 with another great performance against Jose Aguirre.
And when that decision was read, you heard the girls screaming, old and young. If he continues to win like this, he's going to build a pretty big fan base pretty quickly.
Gabriel, congratulations. You moved to 2-0 tonight. How are you feeling?
I feel great, yeah. I feel over the moon. My family and my friends are out here, so I know they show me so much love, and I'm happy with the work I've done tonight.
It was quite an opponent to take on in your second professional bout. Yeah. El Perro, he came to, give you that hard work. The shots you were landing to the body were absolutely beautiful. You were really putting that work on him. What was some of the thinking going into those rounds?
I've been doing a lot of work with Rod and Steve in the gym, and I wanted to just be able to go in there and do what they asked me to. I got a little bit excited when I come out, But it's a good learning for me, staying composed, and I just keep listening to those two and my team and follow their lead. I want to thank God for another great win.
You've often said that boxing gives you a feeling that you can't get anywhere else. Tonight was your first night boxing at the York Hall. If you can sum up in a couple of words what that feeling is, what would you say?
Family here, you can see them here. I can see TJ and my family and everyone. So, see Bruno over there. Yeah, man, it's unbelievable. I'm so happy. Yeah.
There's a couple of times in the fight you had him unsteady on his feet, even kicking Bambi legs, but you stepped off. I heard you mention doing, as your corners asked, was that part of it, just to not finish him early and get the rounds in?
Yeah, you know, I could hear them saying, stay composed, stay relaxed. So I was also thinking, okay, I also got to listen to them, that's the main thing. So is that as well.
You know, you've been touted as a really exciting prospect, one to look out for. You moved to 2-0. What's next for Gabriel Passelle?
Just keep working hard in the gym, listen to Steve, listen to Rod, my team, and I just trust that we're moving the right way. That's it.
Congratulations again on your win. We look forward to seeing you back in action.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you everyone who come out. Thank you so much, guys.